So this is a little different video than normal. Um, this is all the stuff I wish I had known when I was a beginner. And you know, I'm an old guy now, and these are just a bunch of things that just came to mind from teaching a lot of beginners and trying to fix a lot of non-beginners. The first thing is, these are, you know, there's about 8 things here that are super important. The first one is, before you even buy anything, when you're thinking about going into fly fishing, first thing you need to do, get a pair of polarized sunglasses. Don't screw around. Get a pair of polarized sunglasses. You need those, one for safety, so a fly doesn't get in your eye. 2, you need to have polarized ones so you can see in the water, so it's easier to wade and you can spot the fish. There's just no getting around it. I know people that have fought it. They go, oh, I got these great Ray-Bans. You know what? Throw away the Ray-Bans. Go to, you know, Meyer Thrifty Acre or something. Buy a pair of polarized glasses, okay? You can go to other places and get them. This pair I have now is $100 at Zini. You know, and it's a prescription, both up and bifocal. So first thing, polarized glass. That's number one. The second tip is, the first rod you buy is not going to be your favorite rod. And it's not going to be the rod you're going to use the rest of your life. Don't agonize over that first rod too much. You're going to figure out what your casting is like, and you're going to end up getting another rod. Okay? I still use the first rod I ever bought. But, you know, technology changes. It's just something I keep up north, and I keep it on my pontoon boat, and it works fine. Okay? So that's number 2. Don't fall in love with your first rod. Okay? It's just not going to happen. This one may be a little controversial, but I'm going to explain why. Don't teach yourself how to cast. Okay, you can watch 1,000 YouTube videos. You can actually even, you know, and I know I'm going to get comments now at this point. Well, I taught myself how to cast, you know, I can do it. You know what? You can fish by learning yourself. I've seen people go out and go, I just bought this fly rod and I'm going to learn how to cast. And you know what? They can get the fly out there. They can do it, you know, pretty well over the long period of time. Then you're going to end up wanting to do some bone fishing or something, and you're going to go, oh, I got to really learn how to cast properly. That might cast so well. How come I can't cast like them? And then you're going to come and take a class, and I'm going to have to whack your hand with a ruler or something because everything you're doing is wrong. So, you know what? Go to your local TU chapter. Go to a local fly shop. Do something, but don't teach yourself. Okay? And 3B from that is learn to cast properly. You can say, you know what? I do really well like this. I can get that fly out as far as I want. Yes, you can. But learn to do it properly, because then you'll be able to fix things, change things, do what you want. Okay? The 4th rule I wish I knew from the very beginning is it's not the rod or the reel. You know, if I've got the latest, greatest rod or the latest, greatest reel, it's not going to make me a better fisherman. It's not going to make me cast. I was dying over, after I started fly fishing, oh, there was some really cool new Trident rods, and, you know, and they had nuclear technology in them or something. And I really wanted that, and I knew that would make me cast better. You know, what makes you cast better? Your arm. Okay, unless you get a different arm, learn to cast properly. The rod and reel, it really, truly doesn't matter. It helps a bit, but not much. The second thing, the next rule that's so important is learning line control. And that is, after you've cast, what do you do with your line? Do you know how to mend? Practice mending, okay? I mean, if you're not, just go to a pond, just go to a stream. Don't even put a fly on. Just cast, practice mending so you can throw the fly out there, mend your rod, without moving the fly or moving the fly, depending upon what you want to do. So that was 5. Learn line control. Now here's my list of what you need to know in what order. What's most important? What's the most important thing in fly fishing? I think, first of all, you got to get the fly to the fish. So you got to know where the fish are. You can see them if you have your polarized glasses. You cast to the fly. If you can't get within, a 10-inch pie plate of where that fish is, it doesn't matter if you have a $1,000 rod. It doesn't matter what kind of line you have. It doesn't matter if you have the perfect fly. You first have to just be able to do an accurate cast and not be doing this and then go, oh, that wasn't good, and then do it again. And after your third cast, get it there. It's got to be there on the first cast. Okay? So that's the first thing. You got to know how to cast. The second thing, you got to have the right fly. This is real important for trout, less important for bass. Okay? But the fly is super important. So first is your cast. The second is your fly. The third is probably having the proper leader. The fourth is your line. Your fifth is probably your rod. And about eighth is your reel. Okay? I don't know. There's a few more in there that I probably missed. Okay? Being on the right river is a good one too. Okay, so your cast is most important, the fly, and then the leader. Number 7. This is pretty important. Go fishing with somebody that's really good and ask them a lot of questions. The nice thing about fly fishing is people are pretty forward with it. It's a funny group of people. If they're not forward with it, then they're just not nice people. But in general, I've found that when I fish with people that are really good, they're more than willing to teach you and tell them, please critique my cast. Tell me, what do I do? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How do I do it? And they'll yap at you forever, okay? So go with people that really know, that catch a lot of fish. They're happy to, most people are pretty happy to teach you something. And finally, I think number 8, and again, this is super important for beginners. I've had people come to me and say, I've been fishing for 20 years. Every year I go to Montana for 4 days and I fish the Yellowstone for 4 days. So I got 20 years of fishing in, okay? And they, usually they cast terribly. I mean, they're kind of an embarrassment. What's most important is fishing frequently but not long. Like go to your local pond that has bluegills, go to a local river, do something, fish for an hour. Just plan on an hour trip. Don't plan on a full day kind of trip. Just an hour. Even go to a pond. I'll go out to Gallup Pond or in Saline Mill Pond or something, and I'll just cast for bluegills for a while. But what it does is that sort of repetitious for weeks, little bits of time, you'll end up becoming a much better fisherman. It becomes natural to you where you're not thinking about it, and everything doesn't become precious. So cast frequent and cast often, fish frequently and fish often, versus I can't fish because it takes me 3 hours to get up to the Asable, and then I got to do this and I got to do that, and and then I fish for 8 hours and I'm exhausted and I hate myself. Okay, or it's steelhead and I got to get up at 3 in the morning, drive 4 hours, freeze for 8 hours, and then come back, and you just don't get good that way. You get good by lots of little trips. Find that pond near you and just fish. So that's my 8 things, okay? Glasses, your first rod won't be your favorite rod. Don't teach yourself. 3B is learn to cast properly. Line control. Cast, fly, line, leader. Ask a good fisher. Number 7, I ran out of fingers on this hand. 7 and 8. Fish often, but shorter amounts of time, more regularly. Okay, I hope that helps some of you beginners, not to get too crazy about it. Again, if you want to fish properly, go to your local TU chapters. There's somebody there that'll teach you. Go to the fly shops. I'm going to do my little plug for my TU school, the Michigan Trout Unlimited Fly Fishing School, held in June, is a great weekend. It'll get you up to being a 10-year fisherman. And there's people that go to school there that have been fishing for years and then come there and go, oh my God, I wish I did this years ago. So that's my little tip for this time.